Have you ever held on to something for so long that it quietly shaped your life? Maybe it was something someone said to you when you were young. Maybe it was betrayal from someone you trusted, or a moment where everything fell apart. And though life moved on, a part of you never did. You smile, you cope, you function. But somewhere inside, that old hurt still echoes. I know this feeling, because I've lived with it too. And for a long time, I believed that some wounds were simply too deep to heal, until I encountered one Buddhist teaching that shifted everything. Tonight, I want to walk with you through that teaching, not to forget the past, but to learn how to hold it differently. Let's begin. Part 1. The invisible wounds we carry. There are wounds we talk about, and then there are wounds we bury. A breakup that shattered your trust, a childhood where love was conditional, words that made you feel small, unworthy, broken. These pains may not leave visible scars, but they live in our nervous system, our behavior, our breath. In Buddhism, there's a word, dukkha, suffering, unsatisfactoriness, the weight we carry because we want things to be different than they are. But here's the truth. What happened to you was not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. And the first step is to become aware that you're still holding on. So right now, take a slow, honest breath. Notice what still lives in you, not to judge it, but to begin freeing it. Part 2. The teaching that helped me release deep pain. Years ago, during a retreat in the mountains of Northern California, I shared something I had never voiced aloud. I was holding resentment toward a person who had once deeply humiliated me. Even after all the therapy, the journaling, the time, I still couldn't let it go. A monk I respected greatly looked at me and said, "What you're experiencing is not the pain of the event. It's the pain of reliving it, and the mind will revisit what is unresolved until it feels seen." He continued, "We do not let go by force. We let go by understanding, by bringing compassion to what hurts." That became my daily practice, not pushing the pain away, but saying gently, "I see you, and you can rest now." Letting go isn't about erasing the past. It's about changing your relationship to it. Part 3. A real story. The bowl of ashes. In a Zen monastery in Japan, a woman once came seeking peace. She had lost her child years ago and was haunted by guilt, believing she should have done more. The master gave her a bowl and asked her to fill it with ash from the fireplace. Then he told her to walk up the mountain trail with it. By the time she returned, the wind had scattered most of the ash. The master asked, "Can you gather it back?" She said, "No. It's gone. The wind took it." He nodded. And so it is with the past. When we carry it tightly, it blinds us. But when we understand it belongs to time, it disperses. Tears fell down her cheeks. She was finally ready to stop carrying what couldn't be undone. Can you feel the invitation in that? To stop trying to gather the ashes of yesterday and instead honor what remains? Part 4. From pain to compassion, transforming the inner voice. Many of us hold pain not just from others, but from how we talk to ourselves. We say, "It was my fault. I should have known better. I deserved it." But the Buddha taught that self-blame is just another form of clinging. Clinging to an identity that is rooted in suffering. There's a practice in Buddhist psychology called self-compassion reflection. You close your eyes, bring the hurt to mind, and say gently, "Dear one, I see your pain. I see how hard it's been. I am here with you now." You become your own refuge. You stop abandoning yourself and start returning. Right now, try placing a hand on your heart and breathe with this one thought, "I am willing to heal." That's enough to begin. Part 5. The karma of memory. What we feed grows. In Buddhist philosophy, karma isn't punishment. It's cause and effect. Every time we revisit a painful memory with anger or shame, we strengthen its roots in our system. But we can choose a different karma. We can choose to breathe instead of blame, to witness instead of react. This is the karma of healing. You are not erasing the past. You are fertilizing a new future. Remember, what we feed grows. So ask yourself, what are you feeding today? Part 6. A practice. Let the hurt speak, then soften. Find a quiet place now. Sit or lie down. Close your eyes. Bring to mind a moment that still hurts. Let the image come, the face, the words, the ache. Let it rise, not to relive it, but to let it speak. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine that younger version of you, the one who felt the pain. What does that version need to hear? Say it now, softly. You didn't deserve that. I'm here with you. We're safe now. Let your breath cradle that younger self. Feel the gentleness in your chest. This is what it means to let go, not to forget, but to forgive yourself for carrying it so long. Part 7. A scientific glimpse. How the brain lets go. Neuroscience now confirms what Buddhism has taught for centuries. When we meditate, the amygdala, the brain's fear center, begins to shrink. And the prefrontal cortex, responsible for compassion and regulation, becomes more active. In short, the more we practice presence, the more capacity we have to meet pain with love. You're not broken. Your brain was wired to protect you, but now it can be rewired to free you. And every time you sit, breathe, and observe, you are doing just that. This is not mystical. It's physiological. And it works. Part 8. A visualization, releasing what no longer serves now. Take a final moment with me. Picture yourself beside a gentle stream. In your hands is a stone, small but heavy. This stone holds your past hurt. When you're ready, imagine placing it into the water. Watch the current carry it away, slowly, lovingly. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to explain it. You just let it go. And as you do, whisper this: I release you. I reclaim myself. Let that be your vow tonight. Final reflection. The courage to begin again. Letting go is not a single act. It's a daily decision to return to the present, to love what's here, to choose peace over pain. You are not weak for feeling. You are strong for healing. So take one more breath with me. Inhale and exhale. Thank you for being here. If this video touched your heart, please consider subscribing. You're not alone in this journey, and every time you return, you heal a little more. Until next time, be gentle, be kind, and keep letting go.